Hello everyone. This is Wednesday afternoon. I believe this is May 31st. And you're looking at Miss Ruby right there, and that is Rosie right beside her. Two Rhode Island red chicks. Let's see, March, April, May. They are 3 months old right about right now. So that's about 12 weeks old. They say they start laying eggs at about 6 months, so we will see. These little girls lay brown eggs. And that's actually our two green queens there. And they will lay green eggs, hopefully. And it's fun, they're all paired off. That's all the way at the far end down there. That is Cinnamon and Spice. We'll see them in a few minutes. Emerald's over here playing with the water. She's a troublemaker, but she's the boss. Aren't you, Emerald? Just ask her. She's the boss. Oh, we skipped the squash. I almost picked some squash today. I decided to wait a little bit. There's some really, really nice ones on there. Hey girls, y'all looking for a knee to get on? Come on, hop up. This is Emerald. Again, she is a green queen. She's probably getting ready to fly up here on my knee. I'm wearing my PJ pants. This is my relaxing time of the day. Everybody's happy. All the grass got cut today. Weed-eated, everything else. Squash again is just unbelievable. I know I'm looking through chicken wire right now, but it is just slap full of squash in there and tons more blooms. Girls, I bet y'all wish you could get hold of that, huh? That's Miss Ivy. Hi, Ivy. That is Rosie, I believe. Rosie won the Strawberry Award today. Yes, that's Miss Cinnamon. And there's Miss Spice. I rotated over all this hay and compost material stuff, and you'd have thought I gave them a gold bar. They really like that. They've been all through it. Let's see what else we got going on out here. Hey girls, it's almost time for your bedtime. I am actually redoing this trellis area for the cucumbers tomorrow. It's just not going to do well, so I'm going to redo that tomorrow with some bamboo and elephant garlic. It is just really drying up, which means it's getting close to harvest time on that. So we will reuse those for planting in the fall. Tomatoes are just unbelievable here, and they're just so full. These are big tomatoes, not little bitty ones. There's a cluster right there. Beautiful. These plants do not have one bad leaf on them anywhere. Everything just looks so healthy. I thought I had killed them with chicken manure for a while, but then they just took off. Just clusters of tomatoes everywhere, all through there. Big ones. Won't be long. Yep. They're all in all of these. Got some peppers there and peppers over there. Looks like I got a couple of peppers ready to pick. Tons of potatoes going on. So this is all looking good. Yep, we'll be pulling that elephant garlic up soon. That'll be the day. Can't wait. All right, let's see what else we've got going on. I've got a 30 amp cord pulled across the yard. Herb garden's doing really good. I'm going to skip that tonight. Did all the grass out here today and weed-eated everything. That's a light day actually when you can do that. Sitting on a lawnmower is not bad at all. Now, these little rows of corn are just beautiful. Now we've got the other corn over there, but these little rows, it looks like everything germinated good, came up good down there, and that is very important for pollination. They wind pollinate, so the tassels and things need to be where they're supposed to be with other adjacent plants. Got some watermelons planted. Sweet potatoes, I've been fending off the animals down here best I can without firing weapons so far. This is, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 mounds of watermelons here, and we'll drop some more in. These are Crimson Sweet watermelons. Should be big watermelons, the big striped ones, so looking forward to those. And the corn's all doing great. I hear the geese flying over. I'm gonna be real quiet. Just a single goose. A single geese. I am from Alabama. Nothing against Alabama. We play good football. I may get some dislikes for that. Please don't be that way. All right. Again, we got our zinnias here in the middle. I would really like to get some form of milkweed going around here. I had some growing in a swamp in Mississippi and don't know what I could get to grow around here, but if you have any suggestions, please hit us up in the comments. Let me know. I'd like to get some milkweed going for the monarchs, and I also like to use the pods to help me with wind direction when I'm deer hunting. Tomatoes just look phenomenal out here. They just really are looking healthy. Blooms all over all of them. Some of them have little tomatoes on them, and I've still got some staking to do and tying. This one has a stake behind it, needs some rain, but it's not tied. These are not, so I try to get a few a day. It's just a lot of them. These, I set up this trellis above and just tie down, and then as the plant grows, I shorten the string a little bit, and plenty of support there for them. They're just all full of blooms. Healthy, healthy plants. Big, strong stalks. Peppers are looking good. Pretty flowers. Oh, look at that tomato. I had not seen that. Wow. And there's a little baby tomato. I had not seen those. Wow. Got a little weird looking bell pepper going on right there with several other little buds. Oh my goodness. That is stunning. Beautiful, the colors in that. Just great. Here's another one. My sister Johnny planted these. Jeannie also helped with a lot of seed and things like that. And we appreciate them a whole lot. In Tuscaloosa, actually in Holt, there is, let's see, a nursery that I'll mention and put on the screen a little later. My sister got a lot of healthy plants from them, and I can't think of them right now, so we'll make sure. That's what happens when we get old, I guess. I'll make sure I get that on the screen when I'm editing, but they were very helpful. Actually, I've got a big chestnut oak that they provided also that I'm going to be planting somewhere. Just got to figure out exactly the right spot for something that's going to live for generations and generations. Big chestnut oak. Wow, these tomatoes just look phenomenal. Healthy stalks. Just really good. Wow. There's the big coneflower. More tomatoes. There's our glass insulator. And there's the other coneflower. I think it's going to wind up being, I may be wrong, but I think it's going to be purple also. And it's got several others down below. Squash is looking good coming up here. This is yellow crookneck squash. And then I also have some, I think this is just a summer squash, Dixie hybrid, the smaller plants here. Yep, they're doing all right. There's the poblanos. Looking pretty healthy. Did come through and fertilize some of these yesterday. These are the gigantic jalapenos. Used for stuffing. And of course, the Carolina Reapers. Ooh, looks pretty serious. This one is just absolutely full of the little bitty buds that are about to, I guess, become blooms on here. It is just absolutely full of them. Now the other one isn't. I guess it's a, I don't know if there's a such thing as a male and a female and one produces, but I figured I probably ought to have two of these just in case. But little do I know, I have no clue. Onions are doing remarkable here. They're just all through this, all the way down through there. I'm going to just show you some of this. Just the poblanos again. Some lettuce that's, It's a red Russian kale that looks absolutely delicious. The colors in it. It's a car. I don't know, it's just, the colors are just remarkable. They're just almost an iridescent. It's hard to, I don't see it on the screen, but it's a bluish purple. I guess that's where the red Russian comes in, but looking forward to trying some of that with some eggs. There you go. And that's the red Russian kale. You know, Russia is not a popular place right now, but I'll eat anything that comes from anywhere. So I'm not prejudiced against where it came from. That looks delicious. And these are, again, I don't know if they're considered cherry or grape tomatoes that got from my cousin Kay and Neil in Alabama. Thank y'all, hope you're doing good. Got more little blooms on them. They really did well. They really have thickened up, and they're doing great. There's some blooms, and they're just absolutely full of new growth. I did come in and fertilize some of these yesterday with a liquid 10-10-10. What do we have there? I think I remember planting something there, and then you got these pretty things with all the little buds just all over them. All right, we're back around at the zinnias. We'll check out, we're walking our path. Strawberries, they're just being strawberries. Just heard a turkey gobble. Some cantaloupe just getting going. Need some rain. I watered all of this earlier today, but I'm about out of rainwater, so I'll be pumping out of the creek down there before too long if it doesn't start going. Needs some rain. It usually happens. Got to be careful what you wish for. It's all cantaloupe. I've got to figure out a way to break up these clods out here. I've tilled both directions. I wanted to plant some more watermelons down this way, but I need it to be a little more sandy to do that. But we'll see. Each one of these quadrants is 30 feet by 90 feet. There is a 4-foot walkway going down through here to the middle, and then there is a 4-foot square. I'm going to have a diagram done on this soon. But this is a 4-foot square with the zinnias, and then there is a 4-foot walkway that goes around this, and you can see how it intersects. So there's a 4-foot walkway, but basically there's a 30 by 90 quadrant here with corn in it. Now, of course, a little bit of that juts out 4 feet by 4 feet right in here, so that takes a little chunk out of that 30 by 90, but that's corn. And then again, here's our 4-foot walkway. That's 90 feet from here down to the other end. And then I've got quite a few watermelon mounds down that way, and of course sweet potatoes along this bottom edge. I'll be planting some other things. I'm trying to do what I can to deter the deer and raccoons and whatever else is feasting in here, rabbits. But be planting some more watermelons here on this side, and again, each one of these quadrants is 30 by 90, so I would say this is probably 20 feet by 90 feet. It's going to be in watermelon, and then 10 feet by 90 feet all the way down through here in sweet potatoes in 10 by 90 right there. Got some strawberries here. This is about, I'd say about 5 feet by 30 feet or so right here. Of course, that jut out takes 4 feet out of it. I'm gonna get this diagram done. That's why I'm talking the dimensions out, so it'll help drawing it out. Cantaloupe's using about 15 feet by 30 feet. So that's basically leaving 70 feet past the cantaloupe by 30, 70 by 30 that's free to plant now that I need to just break up the clots in. Getting to low light, and this GoPro doesn't like low light, but this is tomatoes here. These tomatoes are probably, let's see, that's probably about 20 to 25 feet solid in tomatoes with some peppers up front. Got all kinds of peppers and squash planted down here. And again, each one of these quadrants is about 30 by 90. So we'll get a diagram drawn. It's kind of neat. I've got walkways going between everything, so makes it a little easier to maneuver through here, even in nighttime. And you got little walkways in between. In the corn, of course, we're going to have beans and squash. I've put out some more beans and squash at almost every corn stalk down through here. So that's going to provide some ground cover to keep the weeds down a little bit. Also helps keep the pests out of there. The pests do not like getting in the middle of that prickly squash, and the beans are actually legumes, so they will take nitrogen out of the air, as I understand it, and put nitrogen in the soil. That's not an automatic thing that happens right away, but it does help in time. So that's my knowledge of things. I hope everyone's having a good evening. I'm going to go round up the chickens and get them to go to bed, and might take myself to bed. Have a great evening. Pray for rain in Tennessee. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.